all of the dreams I'd make believe, thinking of sights I'll never see. I'm chasing a picture printed in my head. There's no time left. Images no one's ever made, colors I never could create. But if I could go back to this scene again for one more breath, taking every chance, I'ma give my all. We've been lost so many years. I can see my soul through a different lens, and the focus crystal clear. You know I'm taking my shot, and I'm coming ready or not. You know I'm taking my shot, and there's no way I'll ever stop. You know I'm taking my shot.
Deep in my heart I feel the notes, singing the songs I've always known. I'm riding a road I never thought I'd find. No words describe, illuminate this world for me. So many places out of reach. We've opened a story that's been brought to life. It's ours tonight, taking every chance. I'ma give my all. We've been lost so many years. I can see my soul through a different lens, and the focus crystal clear.
You know I'm taking my shot, and I'm coming ready or not. You know I'm taking my shot, and there's no way I'll ever stop. You know I'm taking my shot, and I'm coming ready or not. You know I'm taking my shot, and there's no way I'll ever stop. You know I'm taking my shot. These different paths we're facing, hop on the journey, let's take it. No matter what, I'll make it. I'm here for the treasure, I'm here for the treasure, treasure.
Stand your ground in the presence of a champion. Ain't no breaks when you're climbing up the pantheon. I've known the plan too long, I got my handle on this new scene. Got the people acting all withdrawn, the world open. Wind in my back, I feel free, I'm in motion. Going too fast to release an explosion. Power too big, I believe that you're chosen. Like it or not, I bring heat, ayy. A road to victory's a tour de force. Change the course, we throw it down, got no remorse. Move with force, I shout it till my voice is hoarse. Monster wars, my heart be beating out of sorts. Ayy, girl got class, but you're checking out my ID. Know I go hard, better level up for my team. 1V, 2V, EV, IV, leaving KO'd, heavy spinning, no side beam.
These different paths we're facing, hop on the journey, let's take it. No matter what, I'll make it. I'm here for the treasure, I'm here for the treasure, treasure.
Team full of stars, we the best, that's by any means. In another league, at the top of the academy. Both thought it was sweet, thinking they could walk all on the team. Cap squad, time to give him hands, since that's what he need. My squad is colossal, he just run me if they intervene. Feel like Miller opposition, Bert the Chris, no overheat. Dog him with the K's and I's, no matter if he close to me. I'll hound him with the piece, and when it flare, he turn to smithereen. Hurt his pride, it's a battle that he won't forget. Pull up in that thing, speakers bang, know what time it is. Know we party rockin' other lames, they can't get with it. Can't dance with the stars, you muck, moving too slow for this. Cassiopeia status, big boss, yeah, send the name. Ain't no playing games, putting any challenge to the shame. Trainers like pouring, I'm trying to be a part of the wave. You can't step the glory on many levels you can't obtain.
These different paths we're facing, hop on the journey, let's take it. No matter what, I'll make it. I'm here for the treasure, I'm here for the treasure, treasure. Woo!
Time power, know that I'm the one to handle it. They unaware, bearing out chances just to damage it. I play fair, no, just no one else is god burner. Shaking up the scene and dropping bangers like a bomb burner. Keep a keen eye out, watch for your turn. They still say luck and leave a grounded and like all fun. There's back and forth, I'm sorry, but I'm not about it. Yesterday, oblivious the way the vision stays clouded. Feel like I've a part of me, what I'm starting to harness. He get charted, the part of me, turn to scarlet, we hardly be. I promise we can pull up with the fisticuffs. Got a knuckle sours that is fueled by herb and mysticus. Knit their claw for a dwarf in every challenge. Competition scores with no other road cannon. How could they imagine me being a foe's dragon? I'm quaking the earth, something bigger than the champion.
These different paths we're facing. Hop on the journey, let's take it. No matter what, I'll make it. I'm here for the treasure. I'm here for the treasure, treasure, yeah. I'm here for the treasure, treasure. I'm here for the treasure, treasure, yeah.
What is up, my turtles? My name is Jimmy, also known as Jimmy Short Tuga, and welcome to the stream, my friends. I hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day. Back-to-back days. It's cool. It's fun. I'm excited that I have been able to do it. Starting a little later than I wanted to, just like yesterday, but I think it's just because I'm not forcing myself to get up in the morning. And then I got other, I got other things, going on and whatnot. But we're here. We're doing it. We're live. And we're going to do some shiny hunting. So let's get right to it. I hope everybody's doing well. Thanks so much for coming out this morning and yesterday morning and everything. So here we go. I think I got to either turn that down. I think we're good. That rain is definitely loud in my opinion. I don't know about you guys, but... Alright, so I am back for now in the Wild Zone 20. I did manage to get, the spawns back to be 5. I had all 6 in the area by the gate and everything, but only 5 came back, and I thought that was fun. But the reason why I'm holding back is because while I was doing some resets and whatnot last night, you guys can see right there that Roserade in the back there is all shiny-like. So, let's go. First shiny of the stream, Not even 7 minutes in. Nah, but I kind of wanted to wait to catch it until I got on screen. So, oh, hi. Oh, that's an Alpha Chikorita. Okay, I'm just pissing everybody off. No. Nothing's chasing me, though. Nothing's chasing me. Nothing's chasing me. Okay. Oh, they were actually chasing me. Okay. That's good to know. Something saw me. The Scrafty. I don't want to deal with you. Here. Deal with the camera up. Alright, leave me alone. Alright, I gotta make sure not to be seen by that Lucario over there. Overall, I am good. Alright, before I get too far, what Pokeball do I want to use on it? I don't know how well the Nest Ball will work, but we can try. The only problem with... The only problem here is that I got this thing here. And bringing out the Beedrill pissed it off. You saw nothing. You saw nothing, Roserade. I don't know if I'm going to actually be able to catch it in a nest ball. Yes, I know. You are the shiny. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch it in a nest ball. I'm going to try, though. Alright, where's the Heracross? And I see a Flareon in there as well. So that's fun. Nope, 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 nope. Nobody knows where I went. Gee, the nest ball didn't work. Who would have guessed, chat? Who would have guessed? Oh, the spawns changed. I must have gone far enough. I must have gone far enough to reset the spawns in the back. The Heracross is still obviously there. But... Alright, so I don't think a nest ball is actually going to work. I can try a luxury ball, but I don't think that's going to work. It did just as much. Hi, friends. How's everybody doing? Oh, you saw me, you butt. Oh, it's just gonna self-destruct. Nope. Get out of the way. I recall my Pokemon just in time, chat. Where'd the Roserade go? Oh, there it is. So, I mean, if it's over there... Oh, now it's angry. Now it's angry. Hey, I caught it! Let's go! First shiny of the day. My poor camera up is all poisoned like now. Let's go! So we got our Roserade. Like I said, I was saving that for you guys and whatnot. I found that technically last night, but I wanted to capture it on stream, which is really cool. Let's do it. Alright, so, first of all, exclamation point Dan's in the chat for our first shiny of the day. And then I will get my camera up all fancy-like. Alright, let's check out the Roserade. Why not? So, Roserade right here. I mean, it's a shiny, dazzling gleam, toxic, poison jab, synthesis. Let's go. And it is a serious... It was a serious Pokemon. Very, very nice. Whoops. No, I messed everything up. No! Alright. Alright, so let's save, so we don't fail that. I need to adjust the recent shiny, because that is now Roserade. So that was a Gen 4 Pokemons. There it is. I didn't know I had a gender difference. So if we go here, I can't see anything because of the thing is male. Okay. I didn't know there was a gender difference. I'm not quite sure what the gender difference is, to be honest, chat. Alright. So we're gonna save. We got our first shiny of the day. Let's go. I think I'm gonna go back to my Skarmory for the stream. I might, you know, take a break and kind of do the others, but I kind of want to go for the Skarmory, just simply because that's what we were doing yesterday. Really, the only reason I started over there in Wild Zone 20 was just simply because of the fact that the Roserade was shiny for you guys. So I left it for you, and there you go. Boom. You're welcome. But that way I can also say, hey, I got a Roserade. That's an Alpha Skarmory. I'm going to zoom in a little bit on this one. So. Alright, let us get this Skarmory, my friends. We got a long stream ahead of us. I'm looking forward to potentially getting this thing. And like I said, I'm usually one who just sticks with the same hunt, but I might go back and do some wild area, Wild Zone 20 hunting as well. Night is falling over. I didn't see if the Skarmory was shiny. Womp womp. That's okay. It's all good. It is not. Alright. So I'm excited to hopefully get this Skarmory today. I mean, I guess we'll see. It is full odds, so. And there's only one. That's why I said it's like I'm kind of thinking we'll do some Wild Zone 20 hunting a little later. But for now, we'll do the Skarmory and we'll go from there. I mean, I still think we get a lot of encounters pretty quickly. You know, probably like 10, 15 seconds per encounter, as long as I see it pretty quickly, and we go from there. Ooh, Alpha Skarmory. I really want this to be Alpha when it shines. Obviously, the chances are pretty slim, but I really want it to be. I think that would be like just wicked hype. Back-to-back Alphas, yo, let's go. Back-to-back Alphas. Nope. I think my door's shut from the wind and whatever. I don't know. I do have a window open. It's pretty warm in my room. In the office here. So I got the window open. I got a window fan just on low. I mean, it's relatively, you know, chilly outside. So it kind of keeps the office a bit more cool. And especially I got all the lights on and the PC. It gets warm in here pretty quickly. It really does. I think about this. It's like I remember I had when I had Chaos and Wolfos in here for the Arceus marathon, because when we did the Scarlet Violet marathon, the office was moved downstairs just to better suit needs and everything. But when we were up here for the Arceus marathon, another Alpha, yo. I had the AC in the window, and I was hoping that I could use that to kind of keep the room cool. The problem is when that was going on, it was like single digits for a high here at the time. So, so the AC condenser, it froze, so it didn't work. Once it thawed out, it was perfectly fine. But it didn't work, so it got extremely hot. I think I took the AC out, and if I didn't, I don't understand why I didn't. But I never thought to put the window fan units, because I had the window fan. I never thought to put that in, and it's like, even just run it for a little bit. Like, even at 1-2 degrees, it's like, it would cool off pretty quickly, and then we could, you know, turn the fan off, shut the window, and continue on with our day. But part of what we did to kind of cool it off, we left the door open for a little while. You guys can see that in the VOD, if you guys watch the VOD of the RCS Marathon. We had to keep the you know, the window, the door open so we could get extra airflow and kind of cool it off in here, which worked. This would have been a much better idea. And especially now, it's like I got the, you know, I love the fact that I switched over to my wireless headset. I've had this for quite a while, and actually, if you guys go to the Invisible Corporation series, I think I wore these during the Final Fantasy 15 playthrough, if I recall correctly. I think I did that throughout the entirety of the Final Fantasy 15 playthrough. But there was just something about them in editing, back-to-back alphas again, that I just didn't care for them, which is why I never did use them. And I think that's just because I didn't understand how audio editing worked, although, like, I don't know if I was just being lazy or whatever, which is also a possibility. I was kind of towards the end of me making YouTube videos and whatnot, but that's okay. But I have decided to swap to them anyway, and while I do notice that the audio is a little bit different in terms of recording and whatnot, everything else, you know, it seemed to be working perfectly fine. And I like the fact that I don't have to worry about the wire. Because if you watch when I had the other headset, I'm constantly messing with the wire, you know, trying to move it behind me to get it out of the way, and it's just super annoying, to say the least. So I swapped to these, like I said a while ago. I was having issues with the cable of the other headset, which has been common. I've already replaced that cable like 3 or 4 times, and I was like, you know what? It's like I have this perfectly good, you know, this perfectly good wireless headset that I seem to never use. Why don't I just use that? And I mean, these things are just as comfortable, if not more comfortable, than the other one. I mean, they're over ears and whatnot, but I was able to wear these, you know, the entire, well, I say 5 hours, but minus the 2 breaks I ended up taking. So we'll say 4.5, probably a little less than. And they were fine. And I think we've been using this for, these for the OOTR lately. Even though I think I started, when we did OOTR, we started with the other headset, so. Just all the changes that have happened, you know. I got the Elgato Wave 3 mic nowadays, when before I used something that's plugged in directly to an audio box here. Now the only thing that I use for the audio box, you know, I don't even use the audio box for streaming anymore, because the headphones were plugged into said audio box, along with the speakers that I use here. I no longer use the speakers. I put headphones on now, because for a while I was able to stream without the headphones at all. I think the only time I really used headphones is if somebody was on call, like in Discord and whatnot. Got any shiny lions there? I haven't looked at the lions yet. Nope. No shiny lions yet either. But the reason I did that, the mic that I had previous, I don't even remember what model it is. I'd have to look it up. But it plugged in directly to the audio box that I have here on the desk. And it was a good mic. I felt like it was a little quiet though. That was always one of my biggest gripes of the mic, which is another reason why I wanted to go to the Elgato one that I'm using now. It sounds better, it sounds crisper, and it just, all in all, it's like, and without distorting it, I just sound louder, and just, it's better for me. I do have the filter to take out the noises in the background, and I really, really want to play with that because, Sly was in the chat yesterday and had me do the Cur Redemption and whatnot. The problem is that I do the Cur Redemption, and that filter removes that, so you guys don't even hear it. All you see is me just going. Which is funny in its own way, but, you know, part of the redemption is to hear the noise as well, so. And I'm not just going to turn off the filter for that. But I have the filter on, so you guys, specifically during the summertime, you don't hear the air conditioner in the background, because I have to have an AC in this room during the summer months. Otherwise, it gets awful in here. Between the carpet, like, this room is carpeted, the fact that I have the door closed while I'm streaming, and then just all the heat as it is, and this room is very well insulated. I can tell you guys that right now. It's like, and we found that out during the Arceus marathon. The room is very well insulated, so it keeps heat in very, very well. So So, trying to just keep it cool in here throughout. And it's funny, it's like it never used to bother me all that much. Even when I did switch over to this setup, but I think when I came back up here is when it really changed. And I can't say that either, because I moved the setup downstairs for the Scarlet Violet Marathon, which means we were up here for the Arceus Marathon before I had moved it. So that's not true either. So I'm not sure what I'm saying, and I don't know. All I know is that this setup has undergone so much change as time goes on. I actually do have a setup video on my YouTube channel, like how I do things. And it is, I mean, while the general room is the same, it is also way different. Now, I know, like, with this shelf, I have a light right here. I have the light, like, right here that illuminates the stuff on this shelf here. But I really want to do something kind of like what I did with the bookshelf and put, like, you know, the LED lights like that on it. But I don't know. I want to do something else. I also have them a variety of colors because I didn't like the overhead light. You can kind of see like the reflection in my hair, I guess, a little bit. It's red. And unlike when I had, you know, the 3 light, which I do still have, by the way. Unlike when I still had the 3 light thing behind me. Like, I don't know. I just didn't like the way that it looked. So I just kind of keep it as, you know, just a variety of colors. Kind of like the rainbow. And I just think it looks better. And I do that with the light stick as well. And I have one in front of the closet as well. So that's this right here. And it illuminates it very, very well, and I'm pretty happy. But like I said, it's not all one color. But that's a lot of the reason why I got rid of the color redeem, because for a while I had the color redeem. And when I had the 3 light post, it definitely worked better, but I don't think it did as well for this particular thing. I guess the only thing now that I'm looking at is over over my left shoulder. Kind of like where that Eevee is. Which would be on the right for you guys in the face cam. Like, I want to figure out a way, I guess, figure out a way to illuminate that area a little bit. But otherwise, I mean, otherwise I like my background, for the most part. I can't complain. I want to do more with it. Maybe as I kind of get back into things. And kind of as I, you know, hopefully stay more consistent as time goes on. Like I said, usually when I have stuff going on the weekends, it's not until later. So I think I will be able to comfortably start streaming, you know, between 9 and 9:30. And do at least a good 3-hour stream. Till about, you know, 12:30 at the very least. I think on Sundays, for the most part, I should be easily able to go to 1 or 2. But yeah, it's good stuff. Yo, what's up, Root of All Beers? How you doing? How is your Pokemon goals going? I mean, I can't complain. I've already gotten a couple of alphas from the Wild Zone 20. Now we're just gonna try to get the Skarmory. It'd be cool if it's alpha, but that's not my goal. But it would be very cool. Well, how are you doing, my friend? It's good to see you. Boink. Think I'm trying to complete the living decks myself. Oh, I wish you the best of luck. Are you doing a shiny living dex or just the living dex in general? So no Skarmory there. I think to get a shiny living dex in this game. Too much effort for you? Okay, no worries. I completely understand that. It is a lot. I think it's quite doable in this game. Especially after you get the shiny charm. But I mean, I think there's probably a couple. Like the resets for the fossils would probably be difficult. Be relatively difficult to get the shiny because they're all full odds. And plus you'd need to get what, 2 of each at least? So yeah, no, I gotcha. I completely gotcha. But I wish you the best of luck on the living decks though. That's still a pretty awesome goal. Alright, so no Skarmory yet. Still rolling, chat. So I'm talking about changes and whatnot that I'd like to do and whatnot as I kind of hopefully slowly get back into streaming. I've said before, like, I really do want to get... I really do want to get back into the streaming thing. But yeah. Mega is actually almost done. That's awesome. Very, very nice. I still got quite a ways to get the Megas. My understanding, by the way, I don't know, like, since you've done it, it's like, the way that they're doing the Kalos starters, it's through ranked, right? Like, to get the item. So I mean, if that's the case, then I know I didn't do season 1, so I don't know if I have a 0 shot to get the item that I need to Mega Evolve whoever was first. I don't even remember who was first. I know Delphox is right now. Excuse me, by the way. Still nothing here. It's okay. It'll happen when it happens. It will happen when it happens. Alright, so anyway, as I keep trying to say, it's like I want to make some changes to, more changes as I get kind of back into this streaming thing that I do here. I want to update my layout. I like the fact that I have the different colors and whatnot, but in all honesty, like the contrast, like you can see the green, well, it just went away right now, but you can kind of see the green around the borders of the face cam in the game, which is a contrast and a nice contrast to the background and whatnot, which is cool and all, but I can't just kind of change it at willing. I can't change it willingly, and because of the way that they are, it's very difficult to kind of resize them. And to be bluntly honest, there's a reason why, like, the face cam is much smaller than the game. It's because it's literally the same thing, just sized differently down. Which initially I was okay with, but as time went on, it's like I really don't like the way that looks. And I've just kind of been dealing with it especially since I took my step back. So I really want to kind of change that up. I really do. Another alpha right there. I want to change that up. I want to change the background. I was looking at my old background, the rotating turtle shells, and I don't know, it's like, initially it was definitely hard to look at, but when I added kind of like the red background that kind of faded down below and whatnot, like kind of towards the end before I swapped to this one, it's like I really like that. But yeah. I always like your layout. Well, thank you, Enzy. Welcome in, by the way. It's good to see you, my friend. So, I really like that one overall. But I do want to change it. I've had this layout for, you know, almost 3 years. I got this specifically for Scarlet and Violet. This was my first. This was my first layout for Scarlet and Violet. Charmander is being elusive on me. You got this, friend. Hope I'm good, brother. I'm doing okay. Hanging in there. Like I said, just trying to get back into things and whatnot after the huge step back. Consistency has been extremely tough, especially lately. And I'm kind of hoping that I can consistently be online, you know, at least during the weekends in some way, shape, or form, both weekend days. But we'll see. You know, right now I have the passion to shiny hunt right now. I know there's a bunch of other games that I really, really want to play. I was mentioning a couple of that on stream yesterday. Hyrule Warriors is out now for the Switch 2. I really want to play that. I still need to beat Metroid Prime Remastered in kind of preparation for Metroid Prime 4, which comes out December 4th. We got DLC for this game coming in December. So yeah, there's just a bunch going on. And it's another reason why I wanted to kind of get back into it. On top of all of that, we're still doing the birthday OOTR seed from this past year, which was almost a year ago because my birthday's in January. So we're still kind of trying to finish that up. Excuse me. But I don't know. Like I said, I just think it's time for a change. And I'm not quite sure what I want to do with it yet. I gotta reach out to people and kind of see, like, you know, potentially who I could have help me. So streaming is a different kind of beast. It is. It is, and it's a lot of time consuming. I think a lot of what I had back when I started was time. I was kind of like in between jobs, you know. When I first started streaming, I was a teacher. So I got out at 3 p.m., which means I had, you know, like roughly, 7 hours after I got out of work, which is a lot of time. You know, which was a lot of time. I had time to, you know, kind of unwind and have dinner, and then, you know, I could be live, you know, that was during the Let's Go days, so I did about 3 hours, but I could be live, you know, from 6:30 to 9:30 or 7 to 10 or whatever I did back then. And it wasn't, like, at that time, I think it wasn't mentally draining because I had the time. And 2, because I was so excited about it, too. It was the first time streaming, learning how to stream, learning how to play the game, learning how to shiny hunt, learning patience with shiny hunting back then. And it was good. And then, obviously, COVID hit, which kind of made it a little bit easier because a lot of work from home stuff happened. I ended up going back to my previous job that I had prior to teaching, because teaching just ended up not working out for me. And the problem with the job that I went back to, in terms of money anyway, was they couldn't keep me on full time. I was quote unquote only working 32 hours a week. I did manage to, like, pick up a day at my local college, but again, I was still done by like 3 or 4. It was 4 o'clock at the college. So, and plus it was, you know, my local college is right around the corner. So I still had time. At least I felt like I had time. And again, it's like with everything going on, it just worked out for the most part. But when I started the job that stopped paying me, that's kind of when I noticed that my time was starting to kind of be rough, so to speak. Because I wasn't getting out until 4:30, 5 o'clock, and I still had a half-hour drive home. So by the time I got home, it was, you know, it was 5:30, and I still had to eat and everything and whatnot. So it was a little different animal, and I think that's really when the burnout really started to happen. And then I remember saying to myself in 2022, if Scarlet and Violet, specifically the DLC, if it didn't have anything, I would take the step back. And the DLC was fun, but it definitely didn't have, like, Dynamax Adventures that Sword and Shield had. So it didn't keep my attention, so I had made my decision up. So I did kind of my quote-unquote final 12-hour stream and took that step back. Now I'm somewhat trying to make a comeback. It's definitely not going to be as frequent. I'm hoping the streams will be just as long as I once did, just not as often. Just become a weekend streamer, you know, enjoy my time off. And go from there. I mean, it's just kind of figuring out the balance right now. And I think it helps that this game is like super new. So it helps with the kind of motivation and whatnot. Because a lot of the reason also I took a step back is I think Scarlet and Violet ruined shiny hunting for me. Just because of how easy it was to find shinies. Maybe not your particular shiny that you were looking for, but it was just so easy to find shinies. This game is too. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yesterday we found a bunch of shinies in Wild Zone 20. And I don't even have the charm yet here in this game. So it's gonna just get that much more when/if I do go for the charm. And I'm still on the fence if I want the charm, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So I think that helps in terms of shiny hunting anyway. And we'll go from there, I guess. I mean... When I first did it, I always said I'm playing anyway. Why not go live playing? But that kind of shifted at some point. It is. Because it's a different mindset. It's like, you know, you're streaming to the public in any way, shape, or form. And even if you didn't have, you know, even if you didn't have anybody say in your chat, you never know who's lurking. And that's something that I had to learn as time went on. It's like, you never know who's going to be watching. There's a lot of... One of the biggest things that I learned relatively early on is to keep talking even when you don't think anybody's watching. Because you never know who's going to pop in. Who's going to pop into the stream. And yeah, and that's one of the things that I've definitely trying to take to heart. I have kind of gotten away from that in kind of my recent streams. Maybe not these last two. But I definitely have in my a little bit. And especially during OOTR, when things are just so chaotic. I'm helping Mitch, I'm helping Kong, helping Chaos. I'm focused on what I'm doing. So it's a little difficult to talk during those, during the OOTR streams. But during shiny hunting, we've always said that it's a glorified just chatting. You know, because I'm just mindlessly running up these stairs and talking with you guys and kind of just explaining what I've been doing, what my plans are, etc. And I get your point. It's like to the point where it's not funny anymore. It really isn't. And I think I definitely think that was the mindset I got when Scarlet and Violet came out. And especially Arceus. It's like, I think the biggest thing, and I still state to this day, I think the biggest thing that Arceus did that ruined the game, quote-unquote ruined the game for me. Like, it was still fun, but the massive mass outbreaks, the free DLC kind of ruined the game for me, because I was going for a shiny Alpha Growlithe, and I had a mass outbreak of Growlithe in the coastal area. And what ended up happening is that during the DLC, or prior to the DLC, I think you had to save in the... Yeah, you had to save in the biome in which you were at, with the outbreak. Go check the outbreak. If it wasn't shiny, reset, and then head back to camp. And you had a chance for it to still be there. If it wasn't there, all you had to do was reset, and it would come back. After so many resets. Usually it was the next reset. Sometimes it took two or three. And then you would fly to in my case, the coastal area, save, go check the outbreak, and rinse and repeat. When the DLC happened, they took that away. It no longer saved the reset. You no longer had, like, you had the chance of it coming up, but it was never a guaranteed thing. So it made hunting for that Growlithe that much more difficult. And granted, even with the MMO update, it still took me 40-something hours to get that Growlithe. And then I had to do the little exploit and, you know, knock out all the Pokemon. Okay, catch all the Pokemon. Now do all this various combinations. And eventually I did manage to get my Alpha Shiny Growlithe, which is now an Alpha Shiny Arcanine. It's like, and the reaction was super hype because, again, it's like I spent 46 hours trying to go for that thing. It was still pretty hype. But it like I said, it just made it difficult. I ended up finding an area where the Growlithe shine spawned it naturally, but it was never guaranteed to be alpha, and I was going specifically for the alpha, and then you had to match it up with shiny. So I did have the shiny charm. I perfected Growlithe at that point, and I don't remember if I had perfected it for the mass outbreak. I don't think I did, but I don't remember. That being said, that had different odds anyway, so I believe it had different odds anyway. It's been a while. They put Mons exclusives to the distortion outbreaks. I would have never done so many zones for Oshawott. They put the Mons exclusive to the distortion zones in outbreaks. Oh, yeah. They did do that to make it easier. Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, that was something. So, with all of that being said, it's like, and then you had Gen 9 coming, which was super exciting. The story of Gen 9 was phenomenal. I loved the Gen 9 story. But again, it's like it was... I say it was super easy to find shinies. That being said, it took me forever to find my first shiny in that game. Not that I was hunting during the marathon, but I never ran into a random shiny whatsoever. Where all of my friends that were part of the marathon at the time did. And I know Chaos was specifically shiny hunting as well, but everybody else found a shiny, and I didn't. And I was like, why? Why me? It took me forever. My first shiny was also a Gen 9 Pokemon, which was Kilowattrel, which was awesome. I was trying to finish my decks. While I was finishing my decks, I finally ran into some random shinies. I think I ran into 4 of them, including that Kilowattrel. And then from there, it just went burr. You did? I didn't like the game when it first came out? No, yeah, I really enjoyed the story. I mean, the open world aspect was definitely a different take on Pokemon. And it's like, okay, you can go wherever you want. However, you know, if you go over here, the Pokemon are still going to be, you know, level 40, level 30. And you still only have your level 5 starter, so be careful. So, like, while there wasn't technically a linear path, there was a path that you had to take. If you wanted to kind of keep the levels fair. Dun, 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 dun. But I did. I really enjoyed the story of Scarlet and Violet. And I definitely... I definitely feel bad to those who picked Violet. Like, I played both of them, and I liked riding around on Miraidon better. I just felt like it was smoother in a rough game overall. Just because, you know, you're on a bike, you're not, you know, bouncing up and down, you know, riding on a Pokemon that's literally running. It's like, I like that aspect. However, the Paradox Mons in Scarlet were so much better than Violet. And I think that's just a general community thing. And especially their shinies. Like, everything is chrome in the future. And that is what they went with for the Violet Paradox Mons. So. I don't like most of the Gen 9 Mons. My favorite Gen 9 Mon ended up being Espathra. Just because that thing was awesome in the playthrough. Because its ability to basically copy any stat boosts that your opponent did. So, a lot of my opponents would use Calm Mind, so I would get the Calm Mind effects for me due to the ability. And then you just had the Lumiose Crash, which drops special defense as you continue to hit them, which means you could hit them that much harder. Like, it was just a really good strategy. Now, again, it's in-game. I don't know how well that translates to competitive, but in-game it was awesome. Plus, its shiny was pretty good. My favorite shiny in Gen 9 has to be Sea Titan. 100%. The Dark Whale... It's just so good. With the orange on it. Oh, it's great. It's so good. That thing took me forever to get to. Was the first shiny you got in this game? Nice. Nice. I'm kind of amazed none of the lions have shined yet. Kinda, not really, but... excuse me. But yeah, I mean, overall, I don't know. I just... It was hard. It's hard to really say what, you know, kind of what Scarlet and Violet was missing for me. I don't know if it was just the overworld shinies. I still think the overworld shinies are a good thing. I think one thing that Scarlet and Violet didn't have was the randomness, like, of wild encounters and everything. You know how Sword and Shield you could run in the grass and you have the exclamation point encounters? Like, I think Scarlet and Violet would be cool to have that. As well as fishing. This is the first Pokemon game, I think, main series, whatever, where you couldn't fish. I mean, I don't think you could fish in Arceus either, but you couldn't fish in the game, which was really, really weird. So, I'm hoping they take the best of what was Scarlet and Violet and the best of what is Sword and Shield and put that into something amazing when they release Gen 10. I think the replayability of the game would be awesome. If they would properly level scale. Like, if I go to the Ghost Gym first, use, like, level 15 Pokemon. If I go, like, and just have a team based on badges. Like, I think the replayability of that game skyrockets if they do that. I really, really do. I never understood why they didn't do it that way. I don't know. Like, I know it's a lot of coding, a lot of teams, a lot of stuff. But to be truly open world, I think that's something they need to do. And like I said, the replayability of that just skyrockets. It's like, okay, which way you want to go? I'm going to tackle the ice gym first, because I can. So. And then, the biggest thing that I know they're not going to do, but they need to stop doing anyway, is stop shiny locking Pokemon. Like, as a shiny hunter, like, just stop, please. I think we've all asked them that for years, and they obviously haven't listened yet. Because this game still had a bunch of shiny locks. In my first playthrough, I started with the grass gym and then noticed a lot later I missed the bug one. Went back to the bug leader with level 45 mons. Yeah, you go with level 45 mons and she's using, like, level 15s. Because it was like, oh, alright. Well then. No, I gotcha. Well, we went to the grass. I think you went to the grass one just simply because that was the first gym you saw in the trailer. Yeah. I also don't think the coding would be too hard. No. I think there's definitely work to be done because, you know, you got to come up with, you have 8 gyms. Each of those gyms have to have 8 teams? 8 teams? Yeah, 0 through 7 badges. And 0 counts as 1, you know, 0 counts as a team. 0 to 7 badges. You either have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 badges. So, yeah. You would have to do 8 times 8 teams. So, instead of, you know, 8 teams for the 8 gyms. So, yeah, there's a lot of work that'll need to be done on that. But like I said, it's so cool. Like, just think about that. 8 times 8 teams, there's 64 possibilities right there. Like, that's 64 more time. Like, you want to see all of them. Like, you got to play the game in specific orders to figure out which you're going to do. It's like you're going to play the game like 8 more times or that many more times. I don't know. I just think it's a good idea. Like, I get excited still thinking about that. It's like, that's a lot of teams. Excuse me. Hello, lions. Y'all are sleeping. I don't think any of them are shiny. So yeah, like I said, I'm hoping they take the best of both worlds. Like, I want them to bring back the random encounters. I know Tiller has mentioned it in his streams and whatnot. It's like, just bring back, like, the overworld shinies. Okay, for the casual hunter or somebody who just wants to randomly run into a shiny, I think the overworld shinies are fantastic because it's bound to happen, you know, here or there. And plus, it's really cool to see it in the overworld. I really do believe that. But bring back some type of random aspect to it, in my opinion. Like fishing, random encounters. Like, there's Pokemon that hide. Headbutt trees is a thing that hasn't happened in a couple of generations now, it seems. Like, you used to be able to shake the tree for apricorns in Sword and Shield, but yeah. So, one other point was the shiny hunting. Shiny every 30 minutes, it's kind of mad, and I didn't like that. I couldn't do it without grinding raids for Herba Mystica. Yeah, you get the Herba Mystica with the sandwiches, and your odds are, like, it's busted. Like, I was going for the Violet Paradoxmon. I didn't even have the shiny charm. I had the sandwiches, but I didn't even have the shiny charm. And I got every single Violet Paradoxmon within the first, like, 10-15 minutes of each of its sandwiches. Like... like, that's crazy. And that's because of how many spawns happened and the mass outbreaks and the outbreaks and everything, where there's so many, and especially with the Switch 2 version, when there's, you know, on the Switch 1, you had 15 max encounters. I think it was 15. It, like, doubles. You got, like, 35 on the Switch 2 version. It's wild. I could have shiny hunting trees and sword and shield. Yeah. Did I not say that? I'm sorry. Yeah, you could go for the apricorn and shake the tree, and you'd get attacked, usually by a Greedent or a Squovet, but I think there were a couple other Pokemon in the trees. But again, that's my point. It's like they had wild encounters. Or not wild, hidden encounters. That's my point. Bring that back. Bring back some hidden encounters. I think one big thing missing from this game, ZA, where's my riding Pokemon? We've been able to ride Pokemon for a little while anyway. Although I guess Sword and Shield, I guess you really couldn't ride the Mons. Could you? You had your bike. So yeah, where's my bike then? Give me my bike. Give me a better way than just running across the running across the city. Ugh. Oh yeah, that was another thing that Scarlet and Violet lacked. Like, you didn't have to wait all day, like it wasn't true time like Sword and Shield was. It's like, but you couldn't make it be day or make it be nighttime like you could in Arceus or even this game. Like, you had to wait through the cycle. And again, not that it was all day, but you had to wait. You couldn't just make it happen. Like I said, little quality of life stuff. Look at all the lions. They're all awake now. Because it's daytime. Step forward, 2 step back with Pokemon. Yeah, they come up with good ideas and then they don't use it. Like, I love the franchise. I have, and I will continue to love it, but like they're making some questionable decisions. Like, I mean, I guess I get where, like, in Sword and Shield, it's like, I know a lot of backlash before Sword and Shield came out was that it wasn't going to have every single Pokemon in it. Like, it just wasn't going to be feasible for them. And I get it. It's like, it's difficult to make a sprite in a game that's going to have all these 3D sprites, that much bigger animation and whatnot. It's like, alright, I get it. It's like, okay, no worries there. It's like, I got past that part, like, because I think the fact is also they showed in the DLCs that Pokemon could return, so their initial 400 dex grew pretty high once the Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra came out. So they showed that Pokemon can be added afterwards, so that is really cool. It's like, but... And again, Sword and Shield wasn't perfect. I think Sword and Shield would have definitely felt different if they had overworld shinies. It's like, but I think the difference with Sword and Shield is kind of like how... somewhat like how this game feels. like, you got a lot of Pokemon here, but it's no outbreak amount of Pokemon. There's 6 lions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a Skarmory. There's 7 spawns that could be shiny. Instead of, you know, 15 plus. Each and every time that I go through here. Look at the lions. And plus you have the chance, like, I think that's what makes this game cool. Like, when you're not alpha hunting, like, or hunting the alpha directly, you have the chance for them to be alpha and shiny, and that's just so cool. And Arceus had that too. I'm not saying Arceus didn't have that, but Arceus had that too. But it's so cool. It's so cool. Shiny hunting was bad. Yeah, there wasn't really any methods. That was the problem with shiny hunting and Swish. Sword and Shield. You had the brilliant auras, but you had to knock out 500 Pokemon, I think, to get to the 3%. So, anytime you saw a brilliant aura Pokemon, and it's funny because the data miners initially said, no, the brilliant aura didn't do anything. And then years later, it's like, oh, no, wait, the brilliant aura has the same as Masuda method. You know, it's a 1 in 5/12 shot. Or something like that. And it's like, oh, okay. So, the 500 KO method really wasn't worth it to me. Usually when I did that, I had a pickup party, so I got items. So, it kind of made it worth it. Yeah, the one method we had, we didn't really understand. Well, look at Let's Go after all these years. You know, they came out and looked at it, and it's like, oh, the catch combos meant nothing except for the species that you were catching. It's like everything else was, you know, was either full odds or shiny charm odds when you had the shiny charm. And I was like, oh. So all of those combos that we struggled to get to 31 really meant nothing. Cool. So anytime I've gone back to Let's Go recently, I've only gotten to a combo of 11. I guess the only... And it worked. Yeah, technically you had to keep going. You did. And it's like, that's a lot of resources. And especially for the Pokemon that have a very poor catch rate. That's a lot of resources. More lions? Any lions? No? Womp womp. Oh. Nothing there. Nada. Lions? I still really am shocked that that none of the lions have shined yet. Like I said, there's 6 other spots that can shine. I get nervous with Pokemon here because they shiny lock the dang Mareep in Wild Zone 1 until you did the shiny Mareep quest. That goes back to me saying, you know, they need to stop shiny locking Pokemon. Like, because it's dumb. I don't understand it. Like, why would you shiny lock the Mareep at the beginning of the game because you hadn't found the shiny Mareep in the quest? I'm only upset because, you know, it's never made clear of what Pokemon are shiny locked from Pokemon directly. And it's up to the data miners. So that's 20 hours of my life that I'll never get back. There's no good reason. I don't think so. Like, I get it. You want people to enjoy the game and everything. Like, I get it, but like, this is my copy of the game that I bought, licensed, leased, and that's a whole nother can of worms that I'm not getting into, but like, but it's a copy of the game I bought. I'm gonna play the game, you know, as long as I'm not, you know, hacking, in my opinion, and making other people's lives miserable. Like, I'm gonna play the game the way that I want to play. If I want to spend hours hunting my starter Pokemon just to make it a different color that gives me no advantage in battle whatsoever, and it just makes an extra animation and it looks cooler, then I should be able to. Like, I don't think that's... I don't think that's wrong. I really don't. Like, that's your choice. Other than make a botched giveaway at GameStop after 3 years, most players got nothing. Oh, GameStop. That's a whole nother... That's also a whole nother thing. Let the people play how they want to play. And people are... Like, I also get it, too. It's like... I mean, with the Pokemon randomizers out there and whatnot, that's technically a hacked version of the game. Like, and... But it just adds so much more replayability to the game. Like, you see the community doing it and whatnot. It's like, make an official way to, you know, do a randomizer in some way, shape, or form. Like, people have shown that it can be done. That's a big Skarmory. That's an alpha Skarmory. We don't have GameStop in Germany anymore, so we didn't know where to get the codes from Miraidon for over half the distribution time. Yeah, that's wild. I managed to get Koraidon, and it's kind of funny because you had to you had to redeem it in the opposite game, which I'm glad I read the fine print, because I would have tried to get my Koraidon in Scarlet, and I would have been extremely disappointed. I still don't have Miraidon because it was limited to 1 code per customer, even after the redistribution thing. Yeah, it was... I don't know what happened with that one, because GameStop has done codes in the past. I don't know if Pokemon changed things or whatever. All I know is that it ended up being quite a mess. And the thing is that GameStop has done codes for Pokemon before. So that's why it's so hard to think that it was Pokemon. But what do I know? I'm just some dude on the internet. I'm just some dude on the interwebs. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we got Nimona here. Nimona coming in from Paldea to Ruda-san to get this Skarmory. I really don't see a reason to make it physical. Do like the other 4 with in-game event and give me a freaking mystery gift. Well, yeah, that's the other thing. I think it's to get people into, GameStop. They probably have some type of agreement to get people into GameStop, and it's like, you know, you're here for the Pokemon code. However, you know what? While I'm here, why don't I look around and maybe I'll buy something? You know, it's a marketing technique. Obviously, it doesn't work really, you know, it doesn't work all the time, but I guess it's worth it for the few people that do it. I said do. Well, and it's funny to me, too. It's like you mentioned that. It's like, I didn't even get a card. I got a code on a receipt. It. Because of how kind of meh it was. That's how they did Eternatus too, I believe. I did get Eternatus. I don't remember if I got a card or not. I don't remember. I believe you, but I don't remember. I did get Eternatus. I did not get a Zacian or Zamazenta. I think later on I got one of the other two, Zacian or Zamazenta, and I still don't have the other one. Because we haven't been able to legitly hunt them yet either. Maybe in Gen 10. Zacian Zamazenta was a card. Maybe I switched them up in my head. I don't know. What were the ones that you had to do ranked battles? I think those were the birds, right? The Galarian birds. I think you had to do... Oh, I guess I'm going in here now. Yeah, you had to do that. I had zero interest in doing that. So, I do not have the Galarian birds. Kind of missed the window? Yeah, I didn't miss the window. I chose not to be a part of the window. So, no. Da-da-da-ding. Oh my gosh, shiny Skarmory, no way. Ah. They had every opportunity to do an in-game event. Like the Zeraora one? Yeah. Yeah, then you had the couple of... you had the couple of, raids or whatever, which were shiny, but then you couldn't catch the Pokemon. Again, it's like... That's a whole different form of shiny lock. It's like, now you're dangling the shiny in front of me, and... That was weird. I think they kind of fixed that in Scarlet Violet. You could only catch one of said Pokemon, but it was still weird. Or maybe I'm thinking of like the Dragon Terra Charizard or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is no more raids, please. We're done with raids. Think of something new. No more outbreaks. And again, stop shiny locking Pokemon. Please and thank you. Hello, Alpha Lions. Oh my goodness. Alpha Skarmory. No shiny yet. Scarlet Violet raids were way better than Sword and Shield raids, at least. The hardest things about the raids are people trolling / not knowing how the game works, and therefore wasting my time. I think my biggest thing are, like, I can understand people not knowing the game. It's like, alright, fine, you know, whatever. It's those who are attacking the other people that really torqued me off. I remember having somebody do that at one point, and yeah, that was wild. I was not thrilled. and it's those people that take the fun out of the online stuff anyway, just like the hackers in this game. Like, my understanding is that the hackers in this game are absolutely out of control. Like, it's crazy. Ah! It is absolutely crazy. And I think that's where Pokemon needs to step it up. Yeah, I saw the video with the Garchomp just spamming EQ. Yep. Like that, and it's not a good thing. You either took away the timer or you gave Garchomp 4 things of Earthquake. Like, that's not how the game's supposed to be played. and it's these people, that ruin the fun out of these games. It's like to troll people because they have nothing better to do with their lives. And yeah. That's just basically the long and short of it. That's all. That's, in my opinion, almost any hacker's thing when they do stuff like that. Like, again, it's like I play different versions of the game. Like, I'm not saying that I've never hacked a game. Like, I've played randomizer, so technically I have hacked the game, but that's not affecting you in your game, because I'm not taking the hack stuff that I'm doing and be like, okay, NC, here's a level 100, you know, here's a level 100 shiny Zacian in a Cherish Ball or something or other before they did the distribution. Like, you know, it's 100% hacked holding, you know, max mushrooms. Like I said, you know 100% that it's hacked. It's like, okay. Or I'm using that on you in battles. Like, no, I don't do that. I will never do that. But yeah, the Garchomp just constantly spamming EQ, and it's just, like I said, just to troll people. It's like, it's not fun. All right. Where's my shiny Skarmory, chat? I don't know where it is. I don't get those people. I've never used Hats, Glitz, Mons, not even in Red Blue with the missing known glitch. I could have had a level 356 Golbat. Yeah. Yeah. Well, like I said, I've done exploits in games. Like, but I've never, like, outside of the randomizers, I've never hacked a game. Like, I've never hacked in any Pokemon. And like I said, even randomizers, it's like, again, it's a form of hacking, so I can't say that I've never hacked, because that's not true. But again, it's like, I don't do it online. And again, especially in this game right now, and one of the things that the community's saying, it's like, there's no consequences of it. So that's part of the reason why people are doing it. Sometimes I use PK hooks on my hacks to make something shiny when I don't feel like hunting, but that's it. Oh, no. You wanted to do something to make the game more enjoyable for you. That doesn't affect anybody else. How dare you, Enzy? Don't do that. like, okay, cool. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm very ashamed. Yeah. Like, go for it. Like, I am just hunting these mons because I want to. Like, what's the fun in being like, okay, I'm gonna take, you know, I'm gonna hack these mons and just make them shiny. You know, instead of putting the time and effort to do it yourself. I think that's another thing with, like, Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's like a lot of people, from my understanding, even for competitive scenes, and I mean, gosh forbid if you got caught doing this, but I think a lot of people hack their mons in rather than taking the time to, you know, to build them up properly, get them situated. They would just hack them in with the stats that they wanted. It's like, and I think as time went on, Pokemon cracked down on that. I think. It's like, but, like, what is the fun in that? And Sword and Shield made it so easy for competitive. The only thing you couldn't do in Sword and Shield is bring an Ivy down. You could bring it up with bottle caps and gold bottle caps, but you couldn't bring it down. So if you wanted a 0 speed or 0 attack Pokemon, you had to specifically go for it. You know, you had to get it before you did like a bottle cap or whatever. But there were ways to do that. You had the power items that you could put on a Pokemon to pass down that specific stat when you were breeding. You had the, I think it was the Everstone, which kept the nature, I think that's what it was, of the Pokemon. So you had the right nature. And that was just part of the game. That's not hacking or anything. A lot of my competitive Pokemon, minus the Shinies, were never bottle capped. Like I said, the Shinies were because, you know, they kind of had to be. It's like, but any of my other mons that I used, it's like, I took the time to breed them and do it, like, just do it properly. I had many teams, and sometimes it'd be easy to just generate the mon I needed. My understanding is that Champions is gonna have a way for you to do that when that comes out. Which I think is kind of cool. It's, you know, if it's legit and whatnot. But... And I mean, I guess I can see it too. It's like from a time perspective and whatnot. You know, you got people that are doing that. Just again, from a time perspective. You know, it's just a lot easier just to gen in the mon. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just kind of old school. It's like, you know, put in the effort yourself. You'll appreciate it more. And you can be like, heck yeah, you know, I put in the time and effort to make this team and I got this far. You know, rather than, oh, I generated this team and won. Yay. I mean, I know there's still skill involved in it all, but like I said, I don't know. I just feel like it would be more rewarding if you do it yourself. At least for the competitive things. Like the official competitive events. You know, for casual events, you know, you want to generate mons, go for it. I'm looking forward to that. Breeding is really easy nowadays, but you still need some resources or times to put the EVs or specific EV spreads to do it right. Yeah. It is. It is still kind of hard to do it right. You know, obviously it's easy if you do, you know, all EVs to, like, all 252s to attack to speed and then put the remaining 4 elsewhere or whatever. Like, those are easy. But yeah, you have specific EV spreads where you have 192 or whatever to attack because you want to be able to beat this specific Pokemon all the time. But you also need to outspeed this particular Pokemon. So, yeah, like I said, I definitely can see that. I didn't see the Skarmory. There it is. No, I get it. Whoops. Still no shiny Skarmory. Womp, womp, womp. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Gonna be so good though. No, we're complaining about Pokemon and everything, but I really am looking forward to the next generation. I was telling my buddy Mitch that previous pattern over the last few generations have been every 3 years. So, according to pattern, technically Gen 10 should be releasing this month. Obviously, in reality, that's not the case. But, like I said, over the last few years, it's been every 3 years. Scarlet Violet came out in November 2022. It is November 2025. It's been 3 years. Now, me personally, I'm glad that they're taking an extra year. That tells me that they're taking an extra year to, you know, to work on that game. So I'm hoping that it'll just be one of the best Pokemon games that they have ever made. That is my hope. Hey, we finally got a shiny lion. Looky, looky. She's so beautiful. I think they wanted to wait for the 30-year anniversary. I think that's what a lot of people have been saying. So, I'm all for that. Oh, I see the shiny one. It's in the back now. That's funny. I would agree with that. Oh, I like how it kind of, like, rotates around. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna go around and get the lion. Or try to, anyway. Oh, that's an alpha something or other. Hello, lions. Oh, you're over there now. Probably because I went too far. Oh, heck. The Mascarmer is not shiny. Oop. I got the Pyroar. Alright, what's over here that's an alpha? Alpha Diggersby. Times 2. Sweet! Let's go! So, we got an alpha lion. I think next year it's going to be a great year for Pokemon fan. Yeah, I think they said that Champions releases as well, if you're into the competitive scene. I think they said moving forward, VGC and everything is going to be on Champions instead of the actual games. So I think that is really cool. And yeah. So there's our Pyroar friends. Hyper Voice, Flamethrower, Crunch, and Earth Power. It's another serious Pokemon. Sweet. I do really think next year is going to be really cool. You know, as again, assuming pattern, they'll whoops. They'll get the Pokemon we'll get the Pokemon released. It'll be released in November, or hopefully Gen 10. And we'll go from there. There we go. Found the Pyroar. No. Alright, cool. Yeah. No, stop it. So now there's gonna be, yeah, there's just the 4 lionesses for now. Give it 5 minutes, so I'll be back. Dill, I'll be back. A new day is dawning. Let's go! I guess it's Gen 10 reveal and Champions release on Pokemon Day. Gen 10 reveal and Champions release on Pokemon Day, with Gen 10 release in November, like you said. I'm down with that. I'd be down with that. I don't know how much I'm gonna actually play Champions, but... And don't forget Pokemon Pokopia, or whatever it's called. That is... There's an official release date for that one. Because they just had a whole, like, direct on it. But yes, that is next year as well. Skarmory, why you no shiny? I believe sometime in March. That sounds correct. Pokemon Pokopia release date. March 2026 release. March 5th. I don't like those kind of games, so I don't really care, to be honest. Yeah, but hey, it'll be a fun little adventure. I'd be curious. I highly doubt there's going to be shinies in that game. But I'd be curious to see if there would be. It'd be neat. Whoops. Hit the wrong button. I probably won't be getting it. Just simply because I think it's like what you said. I don't think it's my type of game. And especially for the price point that they're asking for it. It's, you know, it's a Nintendo Switch 2 game, so... You know, and it's going to be full price. It's going to be the $70. For me, it's not going to be worth it. I don't think I'll get my money's worth out of that. I would buy that game though, if it was, if it ever went on sale for the right price. That's a huge point for me too. Yeah. Like, I don't even know if I would have got it if it was still, like, the old price point at you know, $60 rather than the $70. Like, it's $69.99. I still don't think I would have got it at $59.99. I don't think that price is worth it for me. I think I would probably buy it if it was $39.99, maybe even, like, I think if it ever went on sale, so for $39.99, so I would buy it. Still think no shinies in the new Pokemon Snap was a huge miss. Absolutely, 100%. Like it's cool taking Pokemon pictures, but imagine like being able to go on those routes and then just seeing sparkles. Like, you see the sparkles, like what you see in this game with the shinies. Like, that would have been awesome. And especially with a Pokemon game that actually did, you know, you need to have good graphics in for Pokemon to take pictures of. Like, that would have been awesome. I do think that was a huge miss as well. I 100% agree with that. Where's the Skarmory? Skarmory, what happened? Did the rain... Skarmory disappeared, guys. Does Skarmory not like the rain? I guess I haven't been doing this in the rain. Sometimes it's just on the roof. Ow! 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 No, I'm thinking he don't like the rain. So I'm gonna make the rain go away. Pokemon Sun. I'm gonna make the rain go away. Lost Pokeballs. Thank you. 2 quick balls, right? Nope. The various types. I don't know what the other one is, but I know one of them was a quick ball that I threw at the lion that I missed. Afraid of the rust, I see. That's right. Well, it's just weird. It's like I don't think I've done this hunt in the rain yet, so we'll go from there. Alright, with that being said, chat, I am gonna take a break. I gotta go bathroom real quick, so enjoy the music and give me like 5 minutes and I shall return. So BRB, my friends.
Chapter out on the edge of the darkest day to be the ultimate master. I'll take my story to any place. Jumped in a race, I was born to run. Fresh out the gate, I'm not looking backwards. Billion my name through the stadiums. When I'm gone, I'll never be gone. Destiny old as the sun. Their stake, their claim. But I know that I'll be the one. But I know that I'll be the one. But I know that I'll be the one. A legendary adventure out in the wild to prove myself. This power too out of measure. I go to battle, don't need Jumped in a race, I was born to run. Fresh out the gate, I'm not looking backwards. Billion my name through the stadiums when I'm gone. Straight to the top, yeah. I'm on my way. A destiny old as the sun. There, stay, there, clay. But I know that I'll be the one. But I know that I'll be the one. But I know that I'll be the one. I'm on my way. A destiny old as the sun. There, stay, there, clay. But I know that I'll be the one.
And we're back, chat. Hello, welcome back. I appreciate your guys' patience and everything. I'm gonna make it daytime, back to daytime, and we'll go from there. But I'm back. I got a quick little snack, and I refilled my water bottle as well, because I was lower on water than I thought I was from yesterday. So that's exciting. So let's do it. Let's get it. Hope you got up and stretched as well if you had been here for a while, chat. We're just currently going for a shiny Skarmory. I'd like it to be Alpha. It's not my direct target, but it would be really cool if it would be. We'll probably do some Wild Zone 20 hunting soon, just to kind of take a break and everything from this, but I'll probably do this maybe till about noon my time, so another like 45 minutes or so. We'll see. Planning to go to about one or two today. We'll see. We'll see how hungry I get. Because yesterday was a little different because I had the guy come in and do just kind of service on the house, you know. Just kind of help keep some of the, you know, little critters and rodents and all that fun stuff. It just kind of helps do that. But unfortunately, it takes a little bit of time, so I streamed later than what I normally would. So I also started a little later, but like I said, it'll definitely be like I'm definitely thinking like 1:30, 2 o'clock. Will probably be my end time. Somewhere in between there. I just realized something. Do I have a cat? I do have a cat. Okay, you see the cat tree? You never knew that I had a cat? Oh yeah, I've had the cat since we got him in 2014. So, yeah, you saw that. So that's cool. Yeah, I've it's not like it's a new thing. No, I've had him for quite a while. His cat is a chat. Yeah, it's a chicken cat. Yo, what's up, Mark? How you doing, friend? It's good to see you. What's up? What's up? Yo, what's up, Chiller? My friend coming in with the massive raid. I really, really appreciate it. Team Pizza, how are you doing, my friends? It's good to see everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope everybody's doing well. Yo, what's up, Marvin? It's good to see you. Thank you so much for the 52 months. I really appreciate it. Mark, thank you so much for the shout out to Tiller. I really appreciate it. Good morning, Jimathan. It's good to see you, Tiller. I hope you are well. How are you enjoying the game, my friend? I don't get to hang out anymore, and I'm sad about it, and I get it that I'm busy and such, but I want to hang out more. I just don't have the time to do so, unfortunately. I love this game. What about you? I'm having an absolute blast. Trying to go for Skarmory here. I'd love for it to be alpha, but you know, obviously this isn't a static alpha. There is no static alpha spawn for whatnot, but yeah. But I'm really enjoying the game. It's been a lot of fun so far. Let's see. Nope. No Skarmory. Let's see. Who else do I see? I see Days coming in. Mazdo, it's good to see you. Marvin, given 2 gifted subs, 1 to Days, 1 to Mazdo. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Mazdo. Or excuse me, Marvin, for gifting the sub to Mazdo, as well as Dazed. Marvin Legend is awesome. But I hope everybody is having an absolutely fantastic start to their Sunday. For anybody who is new here, my name is Jimmy, also known as Jimmy Tortuga. I do primarily Pokemon and Nintendo variety content here on the channel, just kind of making somewhat of a comeback after taking really the last 2 years to kind of balance things, get things situated here, and honestly just missing streaming. I really enjoy shiny hunting. I have for a while. It got a little stale with Scarlet and Violet. I'm sure you guys know that. And it's an absolute pleasure that you guys are here. I also understand if you need to ready to run, you know, always go take care of yourself first. And yeah, it's been absolutely fantastic. Marvin doing what he does best. He is, and we appreciate Marvin. Marvin shows the community so much support, and it's just awesome. Always awesome. Yo, what's up, Midnight Shade? How are you, my friend? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on into the Tortuga Shell. But yeah, like I said, we're just going in for a shiny Skarmory. I don't have Skarmory yet, so I figured now is a good time. This, I believe, is the only place that you can get Skarmory consistently. Let me know if I am incorrect on that one. I know it does spawn in wild areas, zone 20 as an alpha, but it's not always guaranteed, so yeah. Yo, what's up, Nintendo Gamer? Raphael, it's good to see you. It has been a while. It's good to see you. Welcome on in. Really appreciate it. I see a hype train. I don't know what happened for hype train, but that's kind of random. But thank you guys for the hype train. Really appreciate it. You're a hype train. You're a hype train. What's up, Kong? How you doing? Marvin hype train. That's right. Delayed Marvin hype train, but still a hype train. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Hope you are well, Nintendo Gamer Raphael. It's good to see you. Once again, it has been a while. Just making sure I didn't miss anybody. If I did message, just feel free to repost, but it's good. I'm scared for next week's because many games are getting older. Many games are getting older. I mean, they get older by the day, you know, one day at a time, so. But what specific games you're talking about next week? Next week, Ruby Sapphire creeping up in 23. ORAS is 11. DS, NDS turns 21. Wii Sports, yep, absolutely. That is correct. A lot of games are getting that much older. Shiny Alpha Electrox, no charm and a Dust Ball today. Let's go. Super hype. Yo, big congratulations, Midnight Shade. That is super awesome. We've gotten a couple of alphas myself. Yesterday I got, what did I get alpha-wise? I got Jolteon and, what did I get before the Roserade today? I'm trying to think. I don't remember what else I got. Crap. We are also getting older. We are. You grew up on Wii Sports? I loved Wii Sports. It was a lot of fun. It really was. Just got a shelf of Dragonite in Zone 20. Don't say something like that, Marvin. Yo, congrats on the shelf of Dragonite. Yo, let's go. I'm trying to remember what other alpha I got. I can't think of it. Good lord. Absol. My gosh. I was like, what was the other alpha we got yesterday? It was Absol. And then I got random Hippowdon and Totodile because they got in my way. And then we got the Roserade. I got that off camera yesterday and saved it to catch it on stream today. And we just got a Pyro not too long ago. So, my gosh. Went on a trip over to Europe less than 2 months ago. How was your trip? To Europe? That is awesome. I hope everything went well with the trip. That is super, super awesome. I was just also telling my chat that I'll probably do some Wild Zone 20 hunting here soon. I was thinking 45 minutes, but we'll see. 45 minutes at the time. Now we're down to like 40 minutes. I don't know. 40, 45 minutes, something like that. We'll see. I got to visit England, Spain, Italy, Vatican, and France. That's quite the itinerary. That's super awesome. I hope you had an absolutely fantastic time. I cannot wait to start traveling overseas, and that's coming soon.tm. And my friend Mitch and I have already stated it's like Japan will be our first stop, and then we'll start kind of wandering to other countries as well. And not even the Netherlands. Well, he did say Europe. Netherlands is its own thing, right? Right? I think I'm joking. I actually don't know if Netherlands is part of Europe. I want to say yes, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Speeded, Napoli, Italy, and Paris, France. Let's go. That's a great way to spend your birthday. That's super hype. I'm glad you had a great time, though. That's awesome. Speaking of the Netherlands, Marvin, Nika said that she took the trip home. You guys met up and had a great time, right? You know, totally met up. What? Remember Nika said that she was going to the Netherlands? You guys totally met up, right? It isn't often you get to travel with Grandpa either. That makes it even better, you know, being able to travel with, you know, people you care about, people you love, family, etc. But yeah. I know that much, but she didn't DM me. Wow. Thank you guys for the hype train. I really appreciate it. I got a hype chest. Thanks, Marvin, I guess. I got dad emote. I like also that I am a raider, because I may or may not have been lurking Tiller's stream when he raided. But always appreciate it, my friends. Always, always. Alright, let's see if we can get the Skarmory, though. I think that'll be really, really cool. Continue on with the hype. Getting everything situated. Let's do it. Kong, how's your day going so far, my dude? I saw you pop in to say hi. If you're still around. Anybody else, hopefully, or I hope everybody else who managed to stick around is enjoying their weekend best they can. And yeah. I'm just trying to get some cool shinies and everything, and Skarmory be one of them. I still think we're gonna get a bunch of lions before we get all the Skarmorys. all the one Skarmory that I need. Just because there's that many more lions in this area, and the way that I'm doing this. Excuse me. There's just that many more lions. Also, NZ, I didn't say anything about it, but the rain definitely must have been what kept the Skarmory away, because it's back now. Skarmory don't like the rain, chat. Also, that previous one was an alpha. Too bad it wasn't shiny. Hey, look, somebody left a mushroom on the stairs. How dare they? I caught my shiny Skarmory and my only friend ball. Had to PvP for hours to get another. Oh goodness. Well, that's super cool though. You get the Pokemon in the like proper ball in the proper ball that you want it. Like that's really cool. I'm glad you were able to get another one, but yeah, I'm sure like grinding for that is hard. The cities I saw on my trip were London, Barcelona, Florence, Rome, Vatican City, Naples, Paris, one more city. Like I said, it's quite the itinerary. I'm glad you had a fantastic time and everything. It's really good. Kind of surprised Skarmory isn't stainless steel, that's all I'm saying, right? No, but apparently it is. I mean, to be fair, like, I kind of want it in the rain, you know, because it'll look kind of more like what it does, you know, down here, you know. So, yeah. Had an amazing first time in Europe. Nice. Like I said, I'm excited. I can't wait for my first trip, you know. I don't want to say out of the country. I've been to Canada. Alpha Skarmory. My goodness. But definitely overseas. And like I said, that first trip will be Japan. And then from there, I'll make other trips to the other countries at some point. There's the Skarmory. I still think trying to get, like, as much as I want this thing to be an alpha shiny, I think getting it is going to be difficult. I really, really do. Because I can probably make it dark out if it shines during the day, which puts all of the lions to sleep. But from there, I am probably just gonna have to chuck a Pokeball at it in the air and hope for the best. So, I guess we'll see. I love Canada because that's where I'm from, but in my opinion, when you don't travel much outside your state or province, life gets a little boring. I agree. I mean, it depends on specifically where we are. There's a lot going on, but yeah, I mean, you kind of get numb to, you know, what's here and whatnot. Like, you know what's going on. You get excited going outside because it's like, oh, this thing, we don't have this thing back home. Or we don't have that thing back home. But if you have a big enough state or province as well, it's like if you go, like, on the complete opposite side of that state or province, if it's, like I said, if it's big enough, it's like you'd kind of be shocked. It's like, oh, wow. It's like, this is still, you know, this is still my state or province, but they do things differently on the other side. So yeah. I thought the play was to work all the lions in the area before the hunt. Well, I mean, I could, but I found an easier way to capture the Skarmory. It's like just make it nighttime and they go to sleep and they don't bother you. There are a couple of bushes right over there that you can actually hide in, so the Skarmory doesn't see you right away. So I found that to be quite successful. As long as it's a regular Skarmory, I was able to catch it with no issues without waking the lions and, you know, getting earth-powered to death. My thought, though, is that if it's an Alpha Skarmory, I probably won't be able to bring it down, so to speak, without it alerting all of the other lions. So that's where it's going to be tricky. But we'll cross that bridge when/if we come to it. Nice. That sounds awesome, too. There's the Alpha. It's not shiny, but Campanera was Rigatoni in Rome. That's where it's good. Let's see, we got a Skarmory. No Skarmory shiny. Now, obviously, the lion in the middle is always alpha. It's like, but you have the chance to have some of the lions surrounding the alpha male be alpha as well, which is cool. I didn't look at the Skarmory. I do that from time to time. I'll be like, I'm looking at the lions, and it's like, oh yeah, I should probably look at the Skarmory, you know, the thing that I'm hunting. That's okay, it wasn't shiny, which means the other one wasn't either. The game preserves the shiny, so yeah. So yeah. I'm almost done with my first semester in college. You see, I did 1 year of university prior. My goodness, I can't talk. That's also exciting, you know, getting done with your first semester or first thing. Always good to have that first one down. You kind of get an idea on, you know, what it's like, or, you know, if you're returning, you know, kind of just, it's still always nice to get that semester down. I remember getting my first semester done. See, I was in way over my head when I started college. I was not ready for it mentally. And I just remember I remember just before, it was just before Christmas, after my first semester, I got a job at my local Denny's as a dishwasher. And minimum wage at the time was $7.15 an hour. And that's what I was making. And I was like, yeah, I'm making real money, quote unquote, real money now. It's like, I don't need to go to college. And that legit was my mindset. Like, I still went to college, but I wanted to work more rather than, you know, focus on college stuff. Which, you know, college is your future, and in my opinion, you should be focusing on that if you're in college. Like I said, yes, you need money and everything. That's an Alpha Skarmory. Alpha Lion as well. Oh my gosh. It's like, but I made it, so I only had classes Tuesdays and Thursdays, but they were 2-hour classes each, and they were 4 classes back to back to back to back. I don't know entirely how I did it. All I know is that, like, in between the classes, it's like, I know the last 2 classes I had were with the same at least in the same classroom. I don't remember if it was the same teacher, or professor. But I know, like, either after the first one or just before his first one, we went to the, you know, to the cafeteria and got lunch. Because that was the only time we had. So, yeah, that's what I did. But the reason I did that is because I had, you know, I had Monday, Wednesday, Friday off so I could work. And then I worked the weekends as well. So I was more or less working 5 days a week while trying to go to college full time. Needless to say, it didn't work well. Let's see. My first program in college is from September to December. However, my next program, winter 2026, January to April. And then I also have my program for fall 2026. Nice. Yeah, that sounds about right with the semesters and whatnot. See, now the lions are sleeping. So if I sneak around, they don't wake up. So as long as I'm very quiet, I can get the I can get the Skarmory to notice me. Oh, that's an alpha. Without waking the lions. Now again, that goes out the window when it's an alpha Skarmory because the alphas scream. And yeah. Luckily, I have a handful of friends from Apulia who also go to my campus, or the campus I'm moving to. Nice. Yeah, that helps a lot. So, finishing up with my college story, my first couple of years were rough. I was not ready. But after I started working overnights at that same Denny's and everything, I realized it's like, okay, it's like minimum wage went up to $7.25, so I was making $7.25 an hour, a whole 10 cents more than when I started. And eventually I came to realize, okay, I don't want to do this the rest of my life. And then one of my friends who was working at Denny's decided to go to Herkimer College in the spring of 2010. I stopped doing late nights, the overnights at the time because they were open to overnights. Wasn't getting as many hours, went back to overnights, and then remembered why I wanted to get off of overnights to begin with. So, in the end, I decided to follow him to the college. After a couple of, after a couple of months of just kind of dealing with the BS that is Denny's, or any restaurants, or any jobs like that. Anybody who's worked that stuff knows. And, I went back to college. I went to a different college this time, but I met a lot of friends that I still talk to this day. Not regularly, but... And... kind of the rest is history. I came in here again. Don't know why. So, yeah. Even though I don't see my most of my friends that often, we have different schedules. But I see 3 friends on now. Yeah, one of the things that I did when I went back to school is that I got involved in campus activities, and I think that helped a lot. Like I definitely focused on my schoolwork, not as much as I should have. I specifically one particular project I was thinking of, I definitely could have and should have put more time and effort into it. But I didn't. But I think going back and then making that realization was awesome for me, just because of the fact that I just life experience taught me that, hey, I didn't want to do dishes the rest of my life. So I really want to volunteer for events on campus. Yo, do it up. That looks so good on a resume too. For jobs and such, I think that's cool. Like my campus, when I was in school, it's like I was part of a couple of clubs. It's like one was hanging out with friends. It was a gaming club. Did a lot of games. Played D&D, Dungeons & Dragons, which was fun. And then one of the other clubs that I was a part of did a lot of charity stuff. So obviously charity is volunteer work, most of the time. And it was just a lot of fun. The other club was pretty small, but very active. We were constantly doing stuff, either for the campus or the charities or such. It was awesome. Excuse me. There's the Alpha Skarmory again. Not shiny, unfortunately. It's a good time. It's funny you're bringing this up. It's like, because I was just looking at the college's website that I went to not too long ago, looking at the directory, seeing like what names I still remember and who was still there. It's just kind of reminiscing on the time, because I still think to this day going back there in the fall of 2010 was the best decision I've made in my life. Because that opened up the doors for so many opportunities for me, and making the connections that I did. If I didn't have the connections there that I did, I think it would have been harder for me to get the jobs that I did have and get to the position where I am today. So I think making that decision way back in 2010 is still the best decision I've made in my life. I really do. I really do truly believe that. I don't know if it was the lighting or the angle or whatever, but that middle one looked, the alpha looked shiny. I think it was just like I said, angles or lighting or whatever. Excuse me. Now I will also preface this, it's like, I know college is not for everybody, and it is a challenge. There's a lot of work that goes into college, you know, especially when it's full-time. Excuse me. Because a lot of the times you just... Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't... It doesn't... There's a lot of stress that comes with it. Apalacta, 19 years, I grew up in the kitchen learning homeschool. For 11 years, I grew up with seizures. First month in 8th grade. Oh, good lord. Post-surgery into post-surgery life. Yeah, see, I mean, you've had your struggles and everything, so I'm glad you're making the most of it. I'm sorry you've had to deal with all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, it just shows the struggles that everybody goes, that you know, you never know what somebody's going through. Like, just, it's crazy. But I'm glad you're trying to make the most of it. That's awesome. I had that kind of hits because I had a lot of, you know, seizures and kind of stuff relatively similar to what you talked about at roughly the same time point in my life. So, but yeah, you survived a stroke in the womb. That's impressive. Dying or being born from birth. 50-50 shot. So. Yep. So yeah, happy you're here. Happy you made it, and you know, you're making the most of your, you know, making the most of your life. I wish you the best of luck in the university. I know it's not going to be easy. There's going to be some hard times. 100%. You know, my best advice is, you know, try to stick with it. Use your friends as support. Use the school as a resource, and I think in the end you will do just fine. School or university or however you want to say it. I always called it a school. Yeah, you have 100%, and it's super cool. So still no Skarmory yet, my friends. I do think in a little bit we'll migrate over to Wild Zone 20 and, you know, just get a little break from this area. Don't want to burn myself out over it. I don't think I told chat when I came in. I do not have the shiny charm yet in the game. So this is full odds. So... It's nearly daybreak. I'm thinking back to my bachelor's degree. It's like I remember I was working at it's kind of funny. I was working for a local restaurant there because I couldn't stay with Denny's, and I was long gone at that point anyway. But I was working for the restaurant there. And it's like, I remembered why I left. It's like, it was just awful, but I needed money. So I went back and, you know, I made money. It was minimum wage job. At that point, it was $8 an hour. But I focused on school back then, at that point, rather. And the fall semester was all right that I worked there. But when I went in for the spring semester, I noticed specifically right before spring break, I noticed the job was starting to get in the way, so to speak. And I remember being like, all right, this is getting in the way of my schoolwork. I'm not going to make the same mistake I made at Denny's by, you know, prioritizing my current job over my potential future jobs. I need to do something about it. So I was initially only going to drop to 1 day a week. And they told me no, they don't typically put people on for 1 day a week. There's other people that need the job. So what they ended up doing was that I finished out my schedule. I told them it's like I can do that. You know, I don't want to leave you guys shorthanded. That's a lot of alphas. I don't want to leave you guys shorthanded. That's not correct. That's not right. It's like, but just, you know... and that was the reason why I wanted to do 1 day a week. I wanted to just up and quit, but I didn't want to leave them shorthanded or whatever. So I was going to drop to 1 day a week. And they said they don't typically do that. And they made a deal with me. It's like they said if I ever needed a shift, you know, to just contact them and they'll give me some money. You know, they'll give me a shift to give me money. But otherwise, I would not be on the schedule anymore, and I didn't have to come back after I finished out my current schedule. And so I finished out the current schedule and never went back. But again, the point of that is I was starting to get behind on my schoolwork, and the work was getting in the way. The restaurant work was getting in the way. So I remember getting my taxes back. Again, initially wanted to quit, didn't want to leave them short-staffed, so I said I'd go down to 1 day a week. And then they said, no, we're not going to do that because we don't give people 1 day a week. And, you know, so it ended up working out. Like, I quit without quitting, because I could have always called them and been like, hey, you know what, I need some extra money, you know, can you give me a shift at some point? And they're like, yeah, heck yeah. So yeah. But I never needed to. And it was so good. I'm also doing career-based programs. My winter careers and employment preparation. Fall, I will take food services. Fall 27 is when I take retail program. Gotcha. So it's nice that you have a plan too. That's awesome. Yeah, but the college, university, whatever, however you want to say it, it was such an experience. When I went for my bachelor's, it was a different college and everything, and I didn't know literally anybody when I was there. So that was a challenge. That was the first time I had been out of the house as well, like living away from, you know, my parents. And it was definitely a tough transition. But obviously I got through it. It was wild, but I got through it, and, you know, we're all good. And I'm glad I did it, but it was still definitely better for me to, it was really good experience for me to do that. If all goes smoothly, I'll be in community college for culinary school in 2028. Yo, let's go. I wish you the best of luck. Like, you know, I like the fact that you have a plan and you're trying to follow through with the plan, and like it's just super cool. You're doing culinary stuff. Like, I'll be honest, I love to cook. I am nowhere near a chef, so to speak, but I can follow a recipe and it comes out pretty good. Like, so I know how to cook. Like I said, I'm nowhere near a chef. And if I had more time, I would definitely experiment more. I just don't. I just don't. It is unfortunate for me, but I do. I love to cook. I love food. Another Alpha Skarmory. More savory dishes than sweets. Nice, nice. And that's okay. I mean, if that's the direction you want to go to, then go for it. Otherwise, you know, it's awesome that you're doing, you know, just that and to begin with. All right. I do good desserts as well, but it isn't my number one thing in the kitchen. Nice. What would be your number one thing? Oh gosh. I got like a fuzzy or something on my nose or whatever, and it's not going away. Skarmory, be shiny for me, please. I think that goes to me too. It's like I don't even know what I would want to do. I mean, I like many like barbecue type things, so I would do like, you know, probably a lot of meats. Slow roast, ram, chicken, or beef. So much the same. Well, that's cool. You're pretty good with Mediterranean dishes. Nice, nice. Hello, Skarmory. You are now shiny. Oh, man. I guess that goes back to, you know, what do you want to do? It's like, okay, I want to cook. Okay, what do you want to cook? Oh. So I don't even know what I would do. Like I said, I think for me it would be a lot of barbecues, a lot of meats, and such like that. So... Look at that Skarmory flying in the sky. Goodness. Fruit skewers, homemade pita. Those all sound really good. We're starting to talk about food, and it's getting close to lunchtime. So I'm starting to get hungry. That is actually funny, though. Like, that sounds all good. It does. Excuse me. I apologize. I think a lot of what I'm doing here, I'm not used to talking as much as I have been in a while. So, yeah. It isn't even 9 a.m. for me. Ah, so you're like on the other side. Yeah, it's almost noon for me. I am Eastern time. There's the Skarmory. Nada. Still nada. What do you think, chat? Should I continue on with the Skarmory, or should we do some Wild Zone 20 hunting and see what we can find? I'm thinking we should do some Wild Zone 20. Just kind of, like I said, kind of change it up. Plus, we'll have a chance to get a Skarmory. It won't be as well, but if we do get it, it'd be Alpha. Oh, goodness. Alpha Skarmory in the sky. Nada. Alright, yeah, let's do that. Change this up a little bit. We'll see if we can get the Skarmory here. Yeah, that works. But we can get a couple other things. I mean, I don't need Roserade anymore. But Bulba would be cool. So, I got 4 shiny, or I got 4 alphas right now. So, I get double the chance with the exploit that was found by the community. Yes, Malamar would be a great shiny to get. Angoro, Gudra. Ooh, somebody left a Pekka Berry. I got Roserade. Try to avoid it. Aggron. I saw Vanillite, no shiny. Dragalge, don't see me. Gardevoir. Gardevoir can see me all she wants. Gardevoir is very skittish in this game, so... There's Malamar. Kind of walk around from here. Oh, he saw me. That's alright. Well, there's a Skarmory. Nice. Wasn't shiny, unfortunately, but there was a Skarmory. Raichu, Chandelure. Grab the Asper Berry. Alright. Ooh, Alpha Gardevoir. Gardevoir, yes. Alpha Gardevoir is very aggressive, though. As many of the alphas are. I'm gonna go in between both of them, and neither are gonna see me. Totally not see me. Alright. I really do want to see the Malamar shine. I think that would be really cool. Clefable in the back. Ooh, double pincer. No shiny, but double pincer. Oh, the Totodile saw me. No shiny there. Yo, the Alpha Lucario would be cool. I never got the Alpha Lucario in Legends Arceus, so I think that would be a really cool one to have. To get. Absolutely would be. Oh, I'm over here now. There's a Bulbasaur, Malamar, Talonflame, Raichu, Aggron. All the fun stuff. I don't know what was behind the Scolipede because it's so tall and I didn't see what it was, so if it was shiny, it'll be there, but I see the Sableye. It's not shiny. Heracross. There's the Skarmory. No. Skarmory, be shiny. If you're gonna show up there, be shiny. Jolteon, Helioptile. See that Chikorita way over there. Wouldn't be mad if that shined at all. Would love to see an alpha Chikorita. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Not gonna lie at all, chat. That would be extremely, extremely awesome. Glaceon back there. There's a Dragonite. It's so cool that there can be just so many different alpha Pokemon down there. It's really cool. There's another Skarmory. Another Dragonite, too. Back-to-back Dragonites. But so many different Pokemon can be alpha down here. You got all the evolutions. Pokemon you see right there. Gardevoir, Gallade. Pretty much almost all of the non-starter Megas can be down there. There are just so many. It's good. I think the Totodile saw me. Chandelure. You know, as much as I want the Skarmory, and I really do want the Skarmory, I think seeing a shiny Metagross down here would be wild. Like, that probably looks so good in this game, because Metagross alone looks good in this game. That would look so sick. Oh, there's a Skarmory now. Oh, hi, Malamar. You didn't see anything. I saw the Sableye. It's not shiny. Malamar came out of nowhere. I have been seen. You don't see me anymore. Totodile. Go away, Totodile. No. Tyranitar. It's such a good Pokemon. Tyranitar is. Squirtle. Reserade. Oh, Carbink can be shiny too. Or Alpha. It's part of the Alpha group that can spawn here. I think I saw that there can be 67 Pokemon down here that can be Alpha. I've been spotted. I got too close to the Alphas. Run. Ooh, two Helioptiles. Let's get it. But yeah, there can be 67 Pokemon there. Pretty wild. Hello, everybody. My name, Yimage. Phalanx would be cool. I just don't want repeats. I've gotten three of them so far. I got the Roserade, the Absol, and the Jolteon. I don't want repeats. That's all I ask. Victory Bell, Halucha. There's a Roserade. Luckily that wasn't shiny again. Is that Alpha Malamar? Oh, absolutely it is. Chica? Chica? No, I've been spotted. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Glaceon, Pavilion. There's a Malamar. Will the Sylveon be shiny for Marvin? You see nothing. Nada. I'm gonna get seen. In any way, shape, or form. There was a Malamar. And a Totodile right there. Roserade. Yeah, I'm gonna get seen again. Hi, Skarmory. Ugh. Squirtle. There's a lot going on down here. Hello, Squirtle. In before I get seen. It's your boy Guzma. No, the Pangoro saw me. Run. Run. Oh, something saw me. The Roserade. You see nothing. Alright, let's let night fall over the city. And we'll go from there. Excuse me. Yo, yo, what's up? KL Exclusive Gaming. How you doing, friend? It's good to see you. Whoops. Hope you are well, my friend. It's good to see you. Huh? I'm hitting buttons that I shouldn't be hitting. What else is new? Doing good. How am I doing today? Not too bad. We got a shiny Pyro earlier. Now we're just, I know it says we're hunting Skarmory, and we were hunting Skarmory earlier, but now I'm just doing some alpha checks here in Wild Zone 20 to kind of wrap up the stream. It'll still be a bit before I end stream, but yeah. Hunting Fennekin, two straight days, no charm, almost there. I wish you the best of luck, my friend. I don't think that's an easy hunt, too, because isn't Fennekin a skittish type? So it runs. GG on the shiny, thank you so much. I also have no charm yet. There's a Skarmory. It's not shiny, unfortunately, but... Got a couple of the monkeys, Aggron, Hawlucha. There's Garbage. Garbodor. Garbodor. Malamar. So I'm resting, maybe get a get Salamence as well. Yo, nice. I wish you the best of luck. But yeah, that is like one Pokemon that really doesn't spawn down here as an alpha, does it? Is Salamence. I don't remember seeing Salamence spawn down here. I could be wrong, but I don't ever remember seeing Salamence spawn down here. Same to you. Thank you so much. Like I said, I'm just looking to get, you know, hopefully not repeat shinies, which is pretty likely, but knowing my luck, it definitely could be. But so far, alphas-wise that I've gotten down here, I've gotten Roserade, Absol, and Jolteon. So I'm hoping neither one of those three shine. Obviously, specifically want the Skarmory. Again, wasn't going for it here, but that would be cool. Double Glade. You've got nothing in 20 yet? You got this, my friend. Soon, TM. I mean, I think it also helps because I'm doing the little exploit where, you know, kind of getting more spawns than what normally would be in here. I see the Chikorita. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, 4 on yours. Nice. Very nice. I had 5, but I caught the Roserade, so I'm down to 4. Alpha Malamar over there. Alpha Gardevoir over there. And then Raichu's in the back. I haven't been lucky yet, and I haven't been able to get the 6 Pokemon to shine in here. Or not shine, but just be here. Every time I've done the little exploit there, I've gotten, I've only gotten, 5. You can't get past 4? Yeah, I mean, I've gotten 5. But I can't seem to get that 6th one to spawn, which is interesting. I mean, 5 is still better than 2. As is 4 is still better than 2. I mean, I guess I could do the little trick and try to get the others to spawn, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. Not right now. Aggron would be super noticeable, too. it turns like a greenish color. That would be very, very noticeable if it shined. Oh, hi. Speaking of Aggron. I tried to trick on the starters. I think I can do it, just haven't yet. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that works. Because, I mean, it seems to be like there's the 3 spawn points here. And then there's a couple of spawn points over here. So, I mean, I guess you could probably trick them. And, of course, you got the Malamar and Roserade and Gardevoir that also pop up. So that doesn't help. There's a Malamar. Gardevoir's way down there. Raichu. Alright, what am I doing? Shiny alpha hunting. That's cool. I did get 2 of each starter type. Nice. Nice. I think that would be really cool if you did. Because then you just get, you know, more of the spawns. I see a sparkle. It's a Lumberry. Oh, Roserade, you don't see me. You don't see me. You don't see me. Drampa would be really cool, too. Like, I think almost everything would be really cool to see down there. There's the Glade. I saw Kangaskhan. Gorgeous. Good stuff. Good stuff down there. Oh, Alpha Chikorita. Oh, if only you were shiny. If only you was shiny, my friend. Oh, I need to move. No! Oh, God. Oh, man. That was scary. I almost got shot. 2 grass and 2 water, then 2 fire. Nice. So yeah, maybe you did do it. That's awesome. Totodile saw me. Diggersby can be down there? Alright. I haven't seen it in a while, but... There's an Alpha Roserade over there. There's an Alpha Roserade in the Alphas things. So many roses! Why so many roses? Malamar saw me. There's another Malamar over here! Let's go! Hello? How you doing, friend? How do I get out of here? Wait, what's over here? Oh, I can get out of here now. Fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. Oh, hi. You didn't see me. You don't see me! It didn't happen. Oh, I just saw Roserade. Alright. There's a Chikorita over there. The Squirtle saw me. Excuse me. Almost said Totodile. It's a Squirtle. Bum, 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 bum. Hello, Alpha Malamar. That's not scary in the dark at night. Oh, look, tiny mushroom. Guys, why do they keep having tiny mushrooms just randomly on the thing, on the ground? I don't get it. Ow, sorry, I hit the mic. My bad. Gardevoir. Gardevoir wants nothing to do with that. Another Roserade. I don't want it. Another Gardevoir. A new day is dawning. Another Roserade. As I just said, I don't want it. New day is dawning. I probably should let the new day dawn. There's a Totodile here now. There's a Chikorita over there. Look at all the alphas. None of them are shiny, though. It's not shiny. Bum, 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 bum. This also is a very good theme. The Squirtle saw me, and then the Bulbasaur saw me, and now we're here. Alright. Oh, Dragalge, no. You don't see me. No, Malamar sees me. Heck! Heck! Yeah. Metagross, be shiny. What's over here? Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur, do you see me? Aggron. I'm gonna take this, please. Thank you. Anything shiny over here? Lucario? Oh, Alpha Lucario. In the not alpha spot. He saw me. There's a Dragalge there. Oh, Totodile saw me. No Hydro Pump. No good. That was an adventure. I have been seen. Squirtle, it's not worth it. Step. Don't worry. Everything is fine, Squirtle. Another Metagross, not shiny. Need to see more Skarmories, chat. Alpha Malamar over there. Couple of Roserades. The one saw me. Oh, the Alpha Malamar saw me. Run! Oh, he chasing me too. Oh no. No, 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 no. Sableye. Another Malamar. Galgi is right there. I'm gonna get seen regardless, so just go with it. Hippopotas over there. Sludge Bomb. No touchy. No touchy. Gardevoir. Delibird. Ow. Sylveon, Flareon. Some of the EVs. You know one thing that I haven't seen under here? I haven't seen Espeon or Umbreon. I said all the evolutions are down here, but that is wrong. I haven't seen Espeon or Umbreon down here. Now that I'm thinking about it. Well, that's unfortunate. There's a Sylveon, Gallade. Sylveon is such a great shiny. It really is. Alpha Chikorita, it's not shiny. No. That's so cool, though. Hi, buddy. Chica! Still no Alpha Shinies yet. Oh. I was spotted again. He got close enough. No, Roselia. Go away. Go away. Oh, Alpha. You see nothing. See Chikorita, Florges. Squirtle. Still nada for me. Roserade. Oh, he somehow saw me. Nope. Nope. You saw nothing. Alpha Totodile. Hey, buddy. Apparently that hurt when he yelled at me. I got a Totodile yesterday too. It wasn't alpha, but I did get a Totodile, which is pretty cool. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Oh, the Malamore saw me. No, Totodile, it's not worth it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Squirtle. Oh, man. Haven't seen a Skarmory in a little bit, chat. See Chikorita. Woo! I don't know how that didn't hit me, but it didn't hit me. Oh my goodness. Oh, the Pangoro saw me. I got way too close. Hi, friends. How are ya? Oh, gosh. Apparently, Malamar saw me, too. I got side-shocked. And it hurt. Big pain. Gardevoir. I got evolutions galore right there. But yeah, I think it's interesting that Espeon and Umbreon don't spawn down here. We'll have to get them by evolving Eevees. Oh, that's an Alpha Dragalge. Something saw me over there. Not for long, I didn't. Give me my Skarmory. Where's my Skarmory? Apparently I was spotted. No. I was unspotted and then I was spotted again. I'm going down here, chat. Bye. Oh, goodness. Oh, Totodile. No, no, you don't see me. You don't see me. Dragonite. I see a Scraggy. Gengar. Good lord. Chica. Oh my goodness. Oh. I wasn't being careful. Oh god. Nope. Nope. Dodge. Dodge. No, Gyarados saw me. Oh, gosh. Okay, nope. Apparently Starmie saw me too. Used Blizzard, and it's like, oh, nope, nope, no, never mind. There's an Alpha over there. Probably be seen. No? Okay. Totodile, Roserade, so odds of being seen are pretty high. Yep. You don't see nothing. Go away. Go away. Oh boy. Oh, the Alpha saw me. No. 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 Dun 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 dun. The Garchomp's not shiny, guys. I wasn't sure because I saw it like 3 times in a row. So. Well, there it is. If there was any proof it wasn't shiny, it's gone now. It wouldn't be gone otherwise. Ultra Necrozma. There's a Totodile there. Bunch of Dragalges this time. No Hydro Pump. No. Bad. Malamar. Oh, I see a Skarmory, our first Skarmory in a little bit. Unfortunately, it's not shiny, but we do see one. Yay! That's exciting. The alphas are terrifying. Malamar. Another Skarmory. Ow! That hurt. Aqua Jet hurts. Oh, Alpha Roserade. I see a Chikorita over there. Glaceon. Oh, there's an Alpha Chikorita over there. You're not shiny, though. It's unfortunate. Womp womp. Balba. Squirrel saw me. Well, something else saw me. It let me go and then it saw me and I was like, well, I'm out anyway, so bye. Gardevoir. Vaporeon. Tyrannosaur, Dragonite. Some good mons there. Still no shinies yet. Alpha Bulbasaur. Don't see that super often. Seen more Alpha Chikoritas than anything. Driftveil City, exclamation point, dance in the chat. Let's go. Let's see, Dragalge, but it's not shiny. Okay, I don't need another one. Gardevoir. Squirrel saw me right away. Hi, friends. Hi, everybody. Ow. Ow. Dead. Owie. Hi, buddy. Malamar. Got the Glaceon on the far end there. So no luck. Alpha Dragalge, welcome back, friend. Two Go-Goats. Oh, man. Jolteon again. No Jolteon, please. I already got the Jolteon, so... Alpha Roserade over there. Gardevoir. Oh, another Skarmory. Nice, that's what we like to see. Night is falling over the city. Alpha Bulbasaur. Alright, we'll let night fall over the city. I'm kind of thinking this night round will probably be it for me today, chat. But... because it's starting to get a little bit later into the day. I mean, it's still early afternoon, but since I decided to stream first rather than do chores, I still got my Sunday chores to do, so. Alright. Let's see if the nighttime will be nice this time. My apologies for the yawning, chat. Team tired, though. Hashtag team tired. Chikorita. Dragalge in the background. Victory Bell. Haven't seen a Victory Bell in quite a while. Like, I know it spawns there, but haven't seen it in quite a while. Saw Diggersby there, too, at one point. See the little Chikorita in the background there. I'm keeping my eye out for the starters as well. Like I said yesterday, we got Totodile. Totodile was right here, though. Malamar over there. I saw Dedenne. Nothing so far. I'm gonna get seen by him on this time. Skarmory! Oh, Hop's here now. Roserade. Another Roserade over there. Dragalge. Roserade just saw me. Skarmory. Oh, I got too close. Run! I have been seen. I got too close. Let's see, Totodile. Angoro. Let's see, Chikorita. Stupid Roserade. No want. The Totodile saw me, but I should be able to swing over here real quick. Which I was. Alpha Roserade over there. Another Skarmory. Klefki. Klefki was back there if you weren't sure, chat. In that little batch of Pokemon. Dedenne. Jolteon. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, let's see. Starmie, Raichu, Barbador, and Sableye. No shinies, though. Chikorita, Stunfisk, Leafeon. Still nothing. Alright, I think it's about time to do another, like, circle. Just because we can. Hi, Roserade. I'm gonna take this, okay? Thanks for the feather. There's Chikorita. I got a berry. Aggron is here. Hi, buddy. Extra small candy. Tiny mushroom. Lucario. Dragalge and Alpha Dragalge. Hi, everybody. Oh, man. I just triggered them all just to trigger them. Alpha over there. Nothing crazy. Alpha over there again. Oh gosh. It's a Bulbasaur this time. Oh, Roserade's back over here now. Gouging. Sableye. Ah, man. Couple Altarias. Squirtle. Hi, Squirtle. Bye, Squirtle. Let me through. Oh, Alpha Malamar. Hi, buddy. How you doing? Dawn is approaching. Still got a little time, though. Totodile saw me right away. Sweet. Yeah, I'm starting to get hungry, so like I said, finish the night phase here, and we will call it a stream, my friends. I do appreciate everyone, you know, coming out, chatting, you know, staying for the raid if you stayed for the raid. I really do appreciate it. But I also understand y'all, everybody's busy, so always appreciate anyone's time able to give to the stream. It's fantastic. There's a Malamar. Chikorita's over there. So far, nothing here yet. No, thank you. I have been seen again. No. It's nearly daybreak, though. Nope. You can't hit me with your Psyshock. Oh, we got two Vaporeons. Hi, Malamar. Nope. Roserade, don't see me, please. There's 2 of them in there. I don't want them. There were 2 Roserades in that last one. Luckily, neither were shiny, but there's a Chikorita over there. A new day is dawning. Wait, I got one more. I got one more I can do. Totodile. Save me. Oh, that Metagross would have been awesome. I don't know how the Totodile didn't save me, but it didn't save me. Alright, yep, that's it. That's it for the night cycle. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, like I said before, I think that's gonna do it. I'm starting to get hungry. I got chores to do and everything, so and it's a little after 1 where I am, and I've been going for about 4 hours, so it's a good stopping point. But I really appreciate everyone coming out to the stream, hanging out and whatnot. I always have greatly appreciated anybody's time who's been able to do that, which is really, really cool. I'm hoping that this will be a regular thing, that I'm live somewhere between 9 and 9:30 Eastern time on Saturdays and Sundays moving forward. So hopefully the next stream will be Saturday right around 9 a.m. Again, that's Eastern time. So I really appreciate it. We're gonna go on a raid today. I haven't gone on a raid in a little bit, but since I got such big love today, I want to share the love out as well. So we are going to raid a friend who's been on the channel many times. White Kong, probably totally not seeing it. Totally distracted, all of that fun stuff. But Kong has been a good friend on the channel for quite a while, and he is currently doing also some shiny hunting in Pokemon Legends ZA, doing all of the fun shenanigans. He just got a shiny charm, so go give a Kong some luck, my friends. And I really appreciate if you could hang out with him as well. But that's going to do it for me this weekend, chat. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good rest of your Sunday. Enjoy the rest of, enjoy your week. Hopefully it's a good week. And we will catch you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.